Welcome back to the Black Star video. Let's get right to it. We're going to talk about the VASIL Hardfork delay. It's supposed to be June 29th, but on June 20th, IOHK decided that they're going to delay it for obvious reasons. There's some issues. Now, being an SPO, we were already aware that there was going to be a delay because it wasn't on testnet. And they kept a very private community regarding the VASIL Hardfork to test only. Very small group of people and D-app developers. They want to be tight-knit because they didn't want any problems. Exactly like what's going on now, and we'll get into that in a second. But anyway, Charles Hoskinson published a video not too long ago quickly informing the community that there's going to be a delay with VASIL. So let's take a look at that article. So the article was published June 19th, stated by Charles that on the 20th that there was going to be a delay. So I'm not going to get into the whole details of the article, but you can go ahead and read it. And we're going to have the links in the description below. Take a look at it, read it. It's a 4-minute read, and you can get over it, get through it on your own time. But quickly to iterate, on Friday, the Core Input Output Global team working towards the VASIL upgrade held its regular end-of-the-week evaluation call. Monday, June 20th, was the latest date that we could facilitate the Cardano testnet upgrade before the next epoch boundary. So we agreed to reevaluate the latest status this afternoon, take into account the work our engineers did over the weekend. The IOG engineering team is extremely close to finalizing the core work, with just 7 bugs still outstanding to complete the hard fork, with none currently ranked as severe. That means there's nothing really severe, but there's some issues, and especially when it comes to Plutus version 2 scripts, they need to get that really locked down and solidified so that way the app developers, digital app developers, decentralized app developers, whatever you want to call them, don't have any problems, right? They don't experience any hiccups, especially with their code that's coming out to me and you and everyone else. Their code doesn't have any security flaws or what have you. So they want to make sure everything is fine. So that way when we run these scripts on these websites, me and you won't have a problem and they won't look bad, right? And then they have to go back and then go back to the drawing board and try and fix things. We don't want to be like Solana. Shots fired. Then it goes on. To date, we've managed to get through a majority, approximately 95% of the Plutus version 2 scripts. However, we still have a few outstanding items that we need to run to confirm everything is working as expected. We have determined we'll need a few more days for this. This puts us behind schedule on our previously communicated target date of June 29th for mainnet hard fork. So what they need to do is try and get this figured out, then give it to the testnet. It has to go through an epoch boundary. And then the test community can check it out in whole, right? All the SPOs, check it out in whole, whoever's part of the SPO testnet. Check it out, give out thumbs up, and then they release it on mainnet. And that's what's giving the hold up because there's not enough time for the public testnet to find out what's going on and fiddle with it on a more massive scale and get it back to the team to say, hey, this is what the issues that I'm having, what if they're minor or not, right? More than likely they're going to be minor issues. But they want to give it to the larger community so that way it can run and see if there's going to be any, any lags or hiccups or what have you, right? That's the best way I could describe it without trying to get too complicated. So they need that, and the time frame is too short. That's what's going on, people. VASIL is on track. It's going to come out. Give them a couple more weeks, and let's see what's going on. But it's still surprising that this FUD is coming out still to this day about Cardano, even though they proved time and time again their FUD is wrong. Crypto Magazine released this article a little while ago indicating that there's an informant or insider or whatever have you saying insider leak Cardano VASIL hard fork delay inevitable. And this was published on the 17th. We knew, all SPOs knew about this not too long ago. What was the point of bringing this out to the public like this? I have no idea. IOHK is not trying, or IOG is not trying to hide anything from me and you. They're just letting us know in the community that there wasn't enough time for the testnet. Matter of fact, it was a community member who went back in the SPO group and told us, listen, there's no way this is going to happen because it's not enough time to come out on the public testnet to find out all of the bugs that we may see that they have skipped over. So it was already well known in advance by the SPOs that there was going to be delayed because there was not enough time for us to test it on the public testnet. So this insider is to each their own. The public testnet hasn't even started, our sources claims. The stake pool operators are still in the dark. Even if you don't believe what I'm saying, the facts will bear it out. At the very least, the public testnet should have started by now and is nowhere to be seen. It's just bad organization on their part. It's terrible for stakeholders. It's been radio silence. They haven't even communicated the issues and are looking to move the goalpost. Now, it was well aware that there was a private test net for Vasil through all the SPOs and that they will make it public later on. So if this guy is an SPO, he would have known that. They weren't keeping anything secret or hidden from us. They wanted to get all the major bugs first that they found out and then port it over the public testnet so that way all of us who are SPOs who are part of the public testnet can then mess around with it and see if we find any errors. So I don't know if this guy is actually real or not, but if he is, it's just shameful that he's portraying this in this light because it's not true at all. And then he goes on, I'm going to skip it and says, they treat the builders badly, treat the developers badly. Nobody is keeping IOG accountable. How many times they've lied? Well, they do it because they know they're going to get away with it. That is not true. IOG team, IOHK team has not lied to any of the SPOs once. We have monthly meetings at times. They held it off for a little while, but they have them and they come forth and they actually ask for our input on everything that they do, right? What other stake pool or staking operation is delegating to stake pool holders of small pools and delegating so that way they stay vibrant in the community? Whoever this guy is or girl or whoever you are, you're not spreading the right information. If Crypto Magazine made this up, shame on you. And shame on the SPO if you're an SPO who's spreading these false narratives. So this is just a short video. I want to get this out there. The Vasil hard fork is going to be delayed, maybe a couple weeks. They got to get the bugs out. Let them get the bugs out. We don't want any problems. We don't want Solana issues. We don't want any Ethereum also issues. We don't need any problems. Cardano's been running fine. It's been tested, tried, run through the mud. I mean, all type of fraud has been coming and we are vibrant. Not one thing that anyone said so far has been true or factual. There's been some hiccups here and there, especially with the load on the chain when Sunday Swap first launched. But look at it now. Things are running a lot smoother, a lot better. We went from 98%, 95% load on the chain to now we're down to 40s, 50s, sometimes the 60s, and maybe as high as 70. Let's be for real. Cardano is true. The system is real and it's working. And people are just jealous. So that's it. I don't have any more to say. Stay focused. Stay away from the FUD. Keep going, moving forward. Cardano. And Blackstar. Light in the darkness, baby. Peace out. Welcome back to the Blackstar video. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the content, please hit that like button. If you want to get notified every time I make a video, please hit that bell notification. Today we're going to talk about the Vasil hard fork delay and what's going on. Let's get it.